don't know about you, but some days just don't go according to plan. And today I set out to have more questions with strangers at Ohio Wesleyan University up in Delaware, Ohio. The forecast wasn't calling for this much rain, but it ended up being a washout rainy day. And so it became very difficult to have conversations with anyone because everyone was kind of running from building to building with an umbrella over their head. And so I'm just praying, God, give me an opportunity to share faith with someone. And so I ended up getting the opportunity, as you'll see here, to get to speak with two young college dudes and ask them the question, what do you think happens to people after they die? What comes next? And it ended up being a great conversation. The reason I asked this, I want us to be thinking about what comes next and living this life in light of what's next. I believe in light of eternity with God and even meeting God in Judgment Day, and not something that we should be afraid of because of the work of Jesus, but something that we should embrace. I'm excited to show you kind of how God redeemed even a rainy day of just trying and stepping out in faith, praying to God and saying, God, give me an opportunity to share my faith. And so you'll see that, and then I'll cap off things after this conversation, kind of close things out. All right, on this rainy day, I am here with
Heath
and Michael.
Heath and Michael, thank you so much for taking the time in the rain, because I have had no luck today. And today's question is this: what do you think happens to people after they die?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Did you have any curiosities? Like,
Absolutely.
do you wonder about it or think about it?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I mean, it's like, because there's, some people think it just goes black. Some people think, obviously you get to go to heaven or wherever else. But, I mean, there's no way to test that.
Sure. Right. I do agree that you can't see it with your eyes. You can't verify that. It takes a lot of faith. What do you think, man?
So I think if anyone claims that they do know 100% that they're lying, because no one actually really concretely knows. There's no way to prove it, obviously. I don't know. I feel like it's probably kind of like before you're born. Like you don't have any memories or anything like that. You weren't there. It's like right now you are here, and then when you die, you're not here.
Okay, so what do you guys hope happens when you die? So we've established that we can't verify that. We can't prove it. I agree that you can't prove it. I think whatever you believe, it takes faith to believe it, whether it's nothing or heaven or something else. What do you hope happens after you die?
Well, I hope that just awesome paradise. That'd be cool.
So you're rooting for paradise.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
How about you, Mike?
What do you think, Michael?
Something peaceful.
Sweet. Yeah. Something not quite like this life and world, right? It's got some cool stuff in it, but do you guys believe in, if you hope there's paradise, do you believe there's something for someone like Hitler? Do you believe there's a hell or something like that? If there's paradise, do you think Hitler gets to go to paradise? Not that I know you've already established you're not sure, but if there is a heaven, do you think there might be a hell?
Theoretically, if there were, that would make sense.
That would make sense? What do you think?
Yeah, I would say. I mean,
yeah.
If there's a place where you get to go if you were nice, then there would probably be.
Yeah. Do you guys believe in some sort of higher power or God or anything like that? Again, can't see with your eyes. Do you believe anything like that?
Probably not as of right now.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not, unless my grandma sees this, then yeah.
Unless what?
My grandma sees this video.
Hey, Grandma, he's still on the fence. We could work on that. But you think about everything came from something. We're here. My thoughts are that we're here for a reason, and there is something after, but I think it's Jesus. But that's not what everybody thinks. That's not what most people think. But I think there's definitely something beautiful waiting on those who say, I need a savior. I need save from this life. I need someone who's stronger than death. And Jesus, I believe that Jesus died and then came back to life, which is kind of a big claim that takes a lot of faith to believe. So I believe that those who believe in Jesus will get to spend eternity in paradise, which is pretty cool. And I believe that he loves people so much that he doesn't want them to go to hell. So that's why he died. But for those who say, no, thanks, Jesus, I don't love you back, then they're separated from God, which we call hell. But since God is life and goodness and love, then separation from that is not good. So that's what I believe hell is. So But thank you guys for taking time to chat with me. I hope you have a great day. I hope you dry off, and hopefully it's a nice day after this. Thank you again.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. All right, today was a great lesson, I think, and I want to share that with you. I mean, I got to eventually talk with Heath and Michael, and what a blessing. And I pray that they take some of the things that I challenged and shared with them, and even the card I gave them to follow up with me. I pray they take that seriously, and we'll actually think deeper, because I know that they really hope to stay agnostic. I think they hope to not think about it too hard. I mean, they hope there's a heaven, and they kind of hope there's a hell. They just don't think that maybe hopefully is for them, just somebody like Hitler. And I know that I kind of went light on them a little bit, and it was raining, and they definitely already seemed very wanting to plead the fifth. So I didn't press too hard, but again, they have a way to follow up with me and hopefully even see, better equipped in the episodes and content on there. So planting those seeds. But I was thinking about today when it was just raining, and people are waiting till last second to go to classes, and they're covered up and they're with their hood on or umbrella, and they're walking fast to get through the rain. And it's just one of those days where it's a tough fishing day. And what I mean by that is Jesus in Matthew chapter 4, it says, as Jesus was walking beside the Sea of Galilee, he saw two brothers, Simon called Peter and his brother Andrew. They were casting a net into the lake, for they were fishermen. Come, follow me, Jesus said, and I will send you out to fish for people. At once they left their nets and followed him. Now here's what we need to understand about that today. There's other things we could glean from this passage for other days, but what we need to understand today is that for those of you who've done any fishing, it's not a guarantee that if you fish, you will catch something. And today, we're not trapping people, we're not trying to trick people, we're not even trying to catch them in some bad way, but we are fishing for people. And so today, as I went out, it was one of those fishing days that there's just not a lot of opportunity. And I didn't get skunked completely, which I'm really blessed and grateful for. But it's something that we got to understand that there's a 100% chance of not catching a fish if you don't go fishing. And I think even taking the risk, it wasn't supposed to rain like this today, and I personally believe that Satan didn't want me to talk to more people. So don't worry, he won't stop me like that. So I think that you still got to go and not get discouraged. And when things don't go the way you'd hoped or planned, you keep casting and you keep trying and you don't give up. And, God has called us to be fishers of people. And so that requires going fishing. And so I want to encourage you with that even today, as it's raining so much and people are just, ducking into classes last minute and not being able to really chat, really hard to engage people at all, like at any level. It's okay. Like I was even able to take that time and just pray for people that I might have saw from a distance, or people kind of hustling through. I can still pray for what God is doing in their heart, and praying for God to reach them, and even God, give me an opportunity to be able to share you with more people. So I just want to encourage you, go fishing. Don't leave your faith on the sidelines. Put it to action and share it with people and see what God does. And you never know what seeds are planted and how God will really grow those in people's lives, even whether you know it or not. So I hope this still encouraged you today, and we'll hope to see you on the next episode.